Super privileged Prince Harry should be ashamed for lecturing us, says Carol Malone. Prince Harry has been accused of lecturing Britain on racial inequality and unconscious bias while being at the same time one of the most privileged white males on the planet. The former top royal was accused of not grasping the concept of hypocrisy by Carol Malone in an eviscerating column in today's Daily Express newspaper. It came after the Duke of Sussex marked his late mother's birthday earlier this week by denouncing the endemic institutional racism existing in society, blaming unconscious bias, from a borrowed Los Angeles mansion. But Ms. Malone argued the Duke of Sussex's super-privileged background undermines his argument. She wrote, "You have to laugh at Prince Harry banging on about white privilege and apologizing for our unconscious racial bias from the luxury of his £18 million, 24,000 square foot home in L.A., a house loaned to him and Meghan courtesy of the privilege of their friendship with Oprah Winfrey, who introduced them to the man who owns the place who subsequently loaned it to them. Poor deluded Harry still hasn't grasped the concept of hypocrisy. He preaches about climate change while flying around the world in private planes. And he lectures us all on white privilege while being one of the most privileged white males on the planet who has been afforded every opportunity in his pampered life thanks to his super-privileged royal status." Meghan and Harry relocated from Vancouver Island to Los Angeles in late March, a few days before officially stepping down as senior royals. The couple are temporarily living at Tyler Perry's Beverly Hills compound. While it isn't known how Meghan and Harry first met actor and producer Perry, it has been speculated they had been introduced by Oprah Winfrey, said to have also helped the Sussexes with their current living arrangement. However, broadcaster Gayle King, who is a friend of both Meghan and Oprah, denied any involvement of the U.S. presenter in the Sussexes' recent relocation. King told ET, "Oprah didn't hook that up. Harry and Meghan know people. Tyler knows people. Oprah knows people, but she did not make that connection for Harry and Meghan to live in Tyler's house." Harry recorded his latest message for the 2020 Diana Awards ceremony from Perry's mansion. In his raw speech, Prince Harry honored his mother Princess Diana's commitment towards causes not always deemed comfortable or easy. He said, "I know that my mother has been an inspiration to many of you, and I can assure you she would have been fighting in your corner. Like many of you, she never took the easy route or the popular one or the comfortable one. But she stood for something, and she stood up for people who needed it." The Duke also echoed his wife Meghan Markle when he apologized for not having worked hard enough for younger generations to right the wrongs of the past. He said, "My wife said recently that our generation and the ones before us haven't done enough to right the wrongs of the past. I, too, am sorry that we haven't got the world to a place you deserve it to be. Institutional racism has no place in our societies, yet it is still endemic. Unconscious bias must be acknowledged without blame to create a better world for all of you." Meghan had previously expressed her sorrow for seeing young people growing up in a world still tainted with racial inequality in a speech she recorded for the graduating class of 2020 at the Immaculate Heart High School a few days after the death of George Floyd. Prince Harry added he and his wife remained committed to being part of the solution and to being part of the change that you are all leading. He ended saying, "Now is the time, and we know that you can do it."